tired of those. I'm so tired of his antics.
How dare you?
Come on, man. Play straight up basketball.
Antics.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness. And don't shoot any of those long-range three-pointers. Two-pointers are where it's at. Fast break time. CEO of Big Face Coffee does a terrible job with coffee distribution. Can't find it anywhere, but a great job playing basketball. Miami wins. They're up 2-0. Nick, are you surprised Jimmy outperformed Trae, who was ice cold last night?
Listen, I was surprised Trae was as bad as he was, but the Hawks are overmatched. The Heat are the least discussed, excellent team in all of sports, as they have been all year. But I want to talk about Jimmy. Brew, two people were vindicated with Jimmy Butler's performance. The first, Draymond Green. You want to know one of the smartest things Draymond Green ever said? There's 82 game players, and there's 16 game players. And some of these folks, I'm not going to name any names, but, they might live in their calculators and their algorithms, don't understand the difference.
Oh, here we go.
Jimmy Butler is a 16-game player. He is a peak playoff performer. 3 of the last 4 postseasons, he has been outstanding. Last year, obviously, he wasn't, but the year before, carrying them to the finals, the year before that with Philly. And the other person vindicated put up the pyramid from back in February. Now, this pyramid would need a few adjustments if we were to redo it today. Luka and LeBron flip-flop. Tatum and Anthony Davis flip-flop. But, Brew, you know where I got the most pushback? Oh, Nick, you have Jimmy Butler alongside Anthony Davis, Dame, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. You have Jimmy Butler ahead of James Harden and Karl Anthony Towns. You bet your ass I do. Because come the postseason, he's a two-way threat. He magically becomes a competent three-point shooter. He's a winning player. There are not 15 guys in the league I would rather have as my guy on a playoff team than Jimmy Butler. So no, I'm not surprised by it. Jimmy Butler, pyramid vindication. Appreciate you, Jimmy Buckets.
I don't hate what you said, Nick. And I was vindicated as well because I had Jimmy Butler on my third team All-NBA. I don't know that he'll make it. I saw a lot of people didn't have a Heat player on there, so I had him on there. We'll see if he makes the official team. But I'm not surprised either. This is what Jimmy Butler does. He's a dog, and I mean that in a good way. And Eric Spoelstra, one of the best coaches in the league, compared Jimmy Butler to Dwayne Wade. He talked about how Wade, was come up huge in big games, and obviously Jimmy Butler can do the same thing. Now, he's not as talented as Wade, but he does have that same mentality and that killer instinct that D-Wade had. The second thing is this, all right? The Atlanta Hawks are already a bad defensive team, one of the worst in the league. And they have more to worry about than Jimmy Butler. They got to worry about Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero. The Heat only have to worry about Trae Young. Yeah, Bogdanovich is pretty good. Collins, okay. But Trae Young is their offense.
That's right.
And they are one of the best defensive teams in the league, Miami, and they can zero in on Trae. So he is fighting an uphill battle wilds that he can't win because, as Nick said, they're overmatched. So, no, I'm not surprised in the least bit that Jimmy Butler outshined him last night.
Quickly, a guy named Jimmy who galvanizes his team, steps up in the playoffs, and all he does is win. Who could that be? Never know. I'm glad you're coming around, though, Nick.
I like where you're going.
But I want to talk about...
I like where you're going,
Whoa, it's just right there for the taking.
There's red, too.
We're not talking
Blazing red.
It's called fast break. It's not the no huddle. It's the fast break. All right, Nick, I do want to talk about Trae Young because we thought that Trae Young was one of those guys. He's the New York killer. Thought that he was going to have big moments in the playoffs. And I don't think it's just the Heat defense. Here's the Dusty graphic, and it's kind of brutal here. Trae Young has made just 8 out of his last 46 three-point attempts, 17% playoffs and play-in games dating back to Game 3 against the Bucks last year. Oof.
Stop.
A little bit rough. What do you want me to stop about? And I know you take a lot of gruff from his dad, but that's not a good stat.
No, I don't. No, listen, yeah, but it's not a good stat, but it also, this is where you're a victim of your own success. Yes, he wore down at the end of the playoffs last year against the best team in basketball, Milwaukee, when Atlanta got to a conference finals they had no business being in. They are now in the playoffs this year thanks to how he carried them throughout the year. Now, did they underachieve? Are they a disappointing team as a whole? Yes. But, I mean, Wilds, you're big on, I don't know if this is actually Wilds' opinion or if he was just adjusting this opinion because he thought it could turn into LeBron slander, where he's like, the scoring champion should be total points, not points per game, because he didn't want LeBron to win it. Well, by that metric, Trae Young was the scoring and assist champion. He's in a bit of a cold stretch against great defenses. I'm not worried about it.
Weird and wonderful time. We're going to start with the wonderful. We're going to head out to Phoenix. This is Devin Booker, end of the first quarter. Tough shot, gives the baby a fist bump. Every other baby is out there just like, rah, 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 rah. This baby's like, what's up, Book? I got a Supreme shirt on and no shoes. Front row seat to a playoff game. Moving on to the weird. Yankees-Tigers, man on second. Garcia with the wildest of wild pitches. Culprit was a cracked nail. Left the game soon after. Yankees win 4-2. Moving on to the wonderful. A lot of people always write me letters. Wilds, why don't you do more Stripers and Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp stories? You know what? Your pleas didn't fall on deaf ears, friend. Justin Dean with the cannon out at third.
Rocket.
What do I tell you? What did I tell you? Watch out for the Jumbo Shrimp. Jumbo Shrimp win this one 2-0. We lost a lot of money on this.
Send him to the majors.
We were lost. Moving on to the weird. Let's check in on the status of Sam Darnold with Panthers coach Bob McAdoo. Take a listen.
Sam is our starting quarterback, yes. You know, one of the things I've been working on is being better talking to you people. So, you know, announcing the starting